So we're here at the Bellevue, Florida Police Department. This is going to be my first time doing this. They do have a parking spot here for veterans. Says thank you for your service. That's nice of them. I didn't use it because I don't need to. Look at her, constructed with local option sales tax funds. And that means we paid for it. This is a new building. Well, redone. Yeah. Chief of Police, Terry Holland.
Oh, never mind. Something about newspaper article. Is that how that started?
Yes, the old lady, because when we were talking.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
so maybe
but
they're-
I don't,
Oh, here we go. We'll go.
How we doing?
We'll go into that with private.
okay.
I'm sorry. Am I all right?
No, you're good. You do your thing.
Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, ma'am.
Oh, that's okay. You have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
I got a handful of questions, and I was wondering if somebody could help me out.
I'll just give it a shot, and if I can, we'll find somebody.
Yeah, do you have like a PIO or something like that? Or,
Okay,
you know what a PIO is, right? Public Information Officer?
we do, no.
No, Public Affairs Officer? What, I don't know, you call them
Usually
something?
our officer, our lieutenant,
Uh-huh.
handles all that, like with the press and different things like that.
Is he busy? I don't, you know what I'm saying?
He's out of the office right at the moment.
Okay.
I can call an officer in for you, sir, or I can take your name and number and have him get a hold of you.
Whatever's convenient. I'm an easy guy. I am so kicked back, it's not even funny. If you got somebody that's not busy and feels like chatting, that'd be fine.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Right here.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
If she can't help you with whatever, then I will take your name and number if the lieutenant's not back. He's running the city today.
And you might know the answer to this question. Are FOIA requests done here or at City Hall?
Is what kind of request?
FOIA, Freedom of Information Act,
We do some here.
and some at City Hall? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, she does handle everything you need. Just let me know if the lieutenant's not back by then.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you.
I'm hoping to get educated today because I need to get educated.
That happens to the rest of us.
Well, the more I study, the more I realize I don't know. And I'll be 63. That's like,
I got you. I totally understand.
So they got a thing here. Look at this. So instead of putting your, of course, this is mostly for, I would imagine, people with city water. Because if you're out with in the country in the middle of nowhere, what little bit you put in the ground, just go in the ground, it wouldn't hurt nothing probably. I don't know, maybe. Somebody likes stuffed animals. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Personalizing your workspace. Everybody does it.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not dead yet.
I'm all good. Let's go down.
Get your
Name and
name and
number
badge
here.
number real quick, please.
Sure, it's Galler, Galler, 578.
Thank you. You mind answering some questions? They're not like confidential, top secret stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to get educated.
Okay.
Seriously. So, you want to sit down and I'll stand up?
No.
I'm going to try and make this quick.
Okay.
Do you guys take an oath?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way I can get a copy of that?
And you'd have to ask City Hall.
Okay, that's at City
Hall's
Hall.
where we get all
So
that
I'll do
stuff.
the FOIA. Okay, at City Hall. Are you guys taught constitutional rights?
Yes.
Where is that teaching done? Is that,
The police academy.
that's at the academy?
Yeah.
Okay, and how long is the academy?
770 hours, I believe, give or take.
Holy crap, so you got down to the hours.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you're Florida specific, so this one's a Florida. Did they teach you guys 901-151 of the Florida statute?
I don't know. I'd have to look up what that one is.
That is the stop and ID, like the Terry stop?
Yes.
Because obviously in today's society, the first thing anybody comes up to you, what's the first thing they ask for? Your ID. You don't need to be committing a crime and they want your ID.
Yes.
And that's becoming an issue with a lot of people. I'm here not just for me, I'm here for other people because
Right.
they're trying to figure out, wait a minute, man, why is this going on like this and what do we do?
Right.
What stand do we take? Because we've got obviously the Bill of Rights that, First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
So, 901-151 basically says in a nutshell that if we haven't committed or in the process of committing or about to commit a crime, we have no responsibility
Correct.
to show our ID.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we don't have to. That's why we don't have to ask for ID. Well, we can. That's why you don't have to give your ID.
Right, you can ask anything you want. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just we're not under obligation to hand it over.
Yeah, people have the right.
You're
to
doing
say-
great, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm a truck driver
Uh-huh.
by trade, you know, every quarter we have to have safety meetings, and the DOT requires that we have like quarterly meetings and da. Do you guys have like mandatory training on civil rights, and are you tested on anything like that, or
Not so much civil rights. We get legal briefs sent over. The sheriff's office has their own lawyer, and they send over legal guidelines.
Really?
And it's up to us to stay refreshed, and they send them as soon as a new one comes out. They send us.
Now who's responsible to ensure that you guys actually read those and know what they say?
Our supervisor will just. It's not. They don't go in and send us emails saying, "Hey, did you watch that?" But at least on our end, on our squad, our supervisor comes up, "Hey, did you watch that? Did you read that guideline?"
Do you sign anything saying yes I did or anything
No.
like that? Okay, that
No,
might be
it's
something
verbal
that.
trusting more so than anything.
See, DOT makes us actually sign something saying I watched
Saying it's
that.
done.
Yep.
Yeah. We do have certain videos, like FDLE requires us to watch certain videos, and we have to sign off on certain videos, certain trainings, like
Okay.
I think child sex crimes was a video that we had to watch for recertification. Domestic violence was one we had to watch for recertification. So there's different things that we have to watch. Bloodborne pathogens, I think, is another one that we have to watch.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff there.
Yeah, so ones like that, we have to sign and actually have a certificate that says that we did this.
Okay, all right, excellent.
Class, whatever.
Excellent, very, very good. You're doing great, by the way.
Thanks. Done it a little bit.
Huh?
I haven't done this part, but no, I haven't answered any of those questions.
Are these good questions or no?
But I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I've just been in law enforcement for long enough to know most
How long
of
have you
the
been?
answers. About 10 years.
All here or?
No, I worked at the sheriff's office with.
Well, and the other thing I want to do is I want to compare what you guys do with the sheriff. He's next. Me and Billy Woods knows me, by the way, personally.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, but I want to compare kind of like how you guys do things compared to the county, because they are responsible for a little bit more in the fact that they're county.
Yes.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
have the warrants.
Right,
this
right.
all the-
And so I know that there is, and it, just a real short thing, when he first became sheriff, I sat down with him for, God, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes.
Mhm.
And you know, I told him, I said, look, man, I said, you are the HMFIC, okay? and I said, you could kick the feds out of the county. I said, I don't know if you know that or not.
Oh, yeah. County.
I said, but
county
you,
laws.
yeah, I said, you are, there's nobody above you as far as law enforcement. You're at the
Right.
top of the list. So, this is, if you don't want to answer this, that's fine, okay? I'm not anti-cop, I'm anti-corruption, and I'm anti-corrupt government, period, okay? Because there are good cops. I watch
Yeah.
a lot of videos where a lot of cops just go out there and absolutely do the right thing.
And they're bad ones too.
Yeah, well, I saw one.
all know that
I saw two of them that broke a Marine's neck in his back the other day because he wouldn't give his ID, and now he's paralyzed for life.
Yeah.
Obviously, and the one cop committed suicide after that.
Yeah.
He knew he did wrong.
Yeah.
He knew he did wrong. Why do you think there's a disconnect between law enforcement and the people? And if you don't want to answer that,
I think a lot of it is lack of knowledge, maybe even on both ends.
and see, that's what I think. That's what I think. I think I'm agreeing, man, I think both ways because I'm a vet, okay? So I know what it's like to have some power and have some authority. And some of these guys, I think a lot of these guys, especially today, because I'm a lot older than you, I remember the cops of Mayberry RFD, okay? Totally different today. I mean, these guys are dressed out in BDOs, and I'm like, where do you think you are, Iraq?
Yeah.
We're in America. Why are you wearing BDOs, man? It doesn't make sense to me. And so that stigma alone, and actually I'll tell you where it started. Here, SWAT. When they started giving police automatic weapons in the United States, I'm thinking, wait a minute, we got a problem here. And I was a kid back in those days. I was young. And I know this is, somebody told me to ask you this. Who is your employer?
Let's see. Who's my employer? Well, right now it's technically the city of Bellevue.
But it's the people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah. City of Bellevue's what pays my paycheck.
Now here's, and somebody else gave me this. Who is responsible to ensure you do your job correctly?
Right, yeah.
And that's kind of, but they told me to ask these questions, and I'm like,
It's kind of me, in a way. I have to check myself.
right.
And I have to know.
But who holds you accountable?
Because I need to stay the most accountable, but I mean, the chief
Right.
is the major one that holds us accountable.
Yeah.
And every supervisor that we have.
Okay.
Now I'm going to take this because you're a U.S. citizen. Okay, you're an American. So and this isn't on here, but this just came to my mind. Whose responsibility is it to keep the government in check?
That's everybody's.
The people, right? And see, that's why the government's not in check right now, because we've my fear at my age, my grandchildren are going to have to fight a fight that my generation should fight, because we're going to have another 1776, because it's just,
It's a matter of time.
yeah,
History repeats itself.
unfortunately, and it's because we allow it.
Right.
If you read, and I don't know how much of a history, I'm a huge history buff, huge. Thomas Jefferson said we needed to have a revolution every 20 years. There's some wisdom to that saying,
Yeah.
because that keeps the government in check, saying they were all afraid of big government. Most of them did not want a federal government. They did not want a federal government. They wanted the states to rule themselves under the Constitution, so that everybody's the same. I mean, you go from state to state. Why does everybody have different gun laws?
Oh, there's different
There's-
gun
there's-
laws,
there's only
different
be one.
statutes, everything.
There should only be one. You know, Article 6 of the Constitution says that it is the supreme law of the land. Well, there's nothing above supreme.
States do whatever they want for XYZ.
As long as
because they're
as long as it falls under the Constitution, as long as it doesn't violate the Constitution. But see, we've gone beyond that, because in fact, did you know that before 1998, Florida was an open carry state?
I did not know that.
Yep. Before 1998, Florida was an open carry state, and then elders got up there and as the Attorney General, who said we needed safer guns and safer bullets. Okay, so we know where her brain is, and did away with open carry. Now, I like what DeSantis did with the no more CCW. They didn't go far enough. They didn't go far enough, because shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. You can't. There's no way of misinterpreting that. All right, I got two more questions, and I'm going to let you get back to work. And in fact, this one has to do with the open carry.
Okay.
You guys are taught 790.253H.
Remind me. I'm sorry.
If you're hunting, camping,
Fishing.
or fishing,
Yep.
you can open carry.
Correct.
So if I'm up here at Lake Lillian and I'm
Technically,
fishing,
You can open carry on Lake Lillian.
yep.
Yes.
So
Now we're going to get
and
1,000 phone calls.
you
about
are, and see here's and I get it, because people are so terrified today. They're afraid of a camera.
that. Yeah.
Do you know how many videos I watch of people are complaining that they're on cameras? As a matter of fact, I was looking up Bureau of Labor statistics, and it was an older article, but they said that by 2021 there would be 80 million surveillance cameras in the United States. By 2021, 80 million.
Did we
And
make it?
well, I don't know, but I mean, you guys have cameras in here. I know you do. And they're afraid of somebody holding a camera. And yet, if you go to Walmart, you're being recorded. If you go into a restaurant, you're being recorded. You walk down some of these streets, there's cameras on the streets. And they're afraid of...
Walk up to my front door without being recorded.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? But they're afraid of somebody holding one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you stupid or something? Because your face is already everywhere.
Well, we watched a video Sunday, and it was a lieutenant that had their flashlight in somebody's phone and said, "Don't record me." They've got their camera on.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you guys go out, and I'm glad you guys have the body cams.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because that helps accountability, because all we have to do is FOIA that,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm going to be going across the street and asking why we have to pay for that stuff. Because, well, and I've got good arguments. Because my question is, who pays for the paper if we want paper stuff? It's already taxpayer funded.
Right.
You already have the paper.
Yeah.
Why are we charging for it again? Well, we need, because if somebody has to go look it up. Well, are they already here working? Are they already on salary? Yeah, well, you can't use that as an...
Yeah. They have all sorts of fees.
I know. And but see, these are things that we have to break down and fix. And even you guys could actually, you're allowed to say something and say, wait a minute, man, you guys are stealing from the people.
Yeah.
Because they're already paying for something that you're charging them again for.
Right.
That's not right. I know a guy, and I'm not going to give you his name. He used to be a cop in Davie. He's a good friend of mine. And when you go in and get a police report, they charge you $5. He caused a lot of hate and discontent down there because he said no. He said they're already paying for that. You guys got to stop this.
Everything's about 15 cents a page, 10 to 15 cents a page.
Hopefully.
That's going to be it. You did amazing.
I'm not confident.
I'll give you my first name. Is that all
I
right?
appreciate you. Thank
My name
you.
is
I'll see you
Ron.
on Monday.
Yeah, and obviously I'm gonna load this up because people want to know, you know, but you have nothing to be worried about, man. You did a great job, and I just appreciate you being honest, you know.
Yeah.
So, with that, I will bid you a good day. Thank you so much for your time.